Well, we're ready. I'm ready to go if you are, Wacky.
Yes, let's get into it. Pesant versus the Borb.
Borb.
Starting off on the forest floor.
Hometown for Pesant. Let's see what happens here. So immediately, I think that what Pesant might actually come up against is the fact that Borb, Coach Hot Wheels has been quite prominent on the scene, and so everybody's got a taste for a good Sylvanas, and I wonder if Pesant is going to run up against the fact that the matchup might be known enough, and we can see that definitely Borb is showing that it's no mystery what might happen or what a Sylvanas is capable of in these settings, and he's actually trying to catch Pesant out already.
A slight misangle on that aerial isn't gonna quite chuck the Sylvanas off screen, but it's been really good percent building so far into the Dacus.
Into a good old Dacus. Borb very much known for doing the Dacus endings, as well as just aerials off stage following you to your death and taking his time doing so.
Well, that and tongue.
That and tongue. Tongue, obviously. Yeah, I wonder if the Borb is just holding out for us, holding out for his fan club.
I did see one get cancelled by an attack earlier, so it's on his mind. But he's already got Pesant to another strong 80%. Honestly,
attacking on
quite commanding lead from Borb so far.
And it's always very important to have all those poison dots on. Let's have a look. Ooh.
Really good for Borb to hesitate in the air with that tongue, and in fact, Pesant's just gonna be gone.
That was a very unfortunate SD, I would say. It's gonna hurt Pesant's situation here because he's already down 2 stocks. So let's see what he can do. Maybe this will have to just be a download situation for Pesant to hope to do better in the next ones.
I mean, all Borb has to do here is really look to build some percent. That bubble is just gonna get knocked aside, though. I thought the runner was going into it.
Borb is actually, that is another secret little thing. I mean, Borb is known for the tongues, but also for keep putting those defensive bubbles just where he might think that he's gonna actually be hit, and they work out really well. I remember getting taken aback by like, oh goodness, I have to deal with not only him but the bubble, and there we go, nice. Quick,
very nice
cheeky fair. Yeah, off stage fair, and Borb goes comfortably into game 2, and Pesant is on the back foot here, I would say.
Well, now we're hopefully going to see that Pesant can adapt. He knows what he's up against.
And Spirit Tree is a good one for both of them to follow to the side blast zones. So let's have a look and see who uses it best. Here we go.
It's a very solid Sylvanas map.
Indeed. The low ceilings do help with those up airs as well. But Borb is no stranger for following you up with his own up airs.
And already, once again, we're seeing this percent build up, and not much in the way of retaliation so far.
Although Pesant is starting to find the rhythm.
And look how Borb is just moving around these grass specials and stuff.
Yeah, and also clearing them out as well. I think here I'm just waiting to see what happens, because Pesant, one thing that Pesant does do differently from Coach Hot Wheels is Pesant does
back air punish.
Indeed. I was just gonna say the bears from actually Pesant are something that differentiate the 2 play styles between them. So I wonder if that's gonna be something that works to Pesant. Oh, lovely fair, just sweet spotted it and pushed Borb right out.
And with that, the game's actually been even back up in no time.
Yeah. Ooh, good tongue. Down tilts. Yeah, it feels like there's a bit of range calibration happening here for Pesant.
Yeah, what you gotta be careful of is how quickly a Rhino can just advance on you with its dash attacks.
Yeah. Oof. That one was now I think Borb has got the download as well on that little setup that Pesant likes to use.
Yeah, recognizes the immobility in the air from using that back air. He is in a tricky situation, and unfortunately, ball jump burns, not going to find his way back.
No. Great little edge guard that Pesant did there. Certainly kept him in the match. We're seeing Borb going into a little bit of more of a poke situation.
Both players kind of backing off at the conclusion of that stock. It's last stock each. Neither of them wants to be the one.
Oh my goodness, what a heartbreak!
Pesant not going to find the recovery.
No, I think Pesant was probably felt that he was a bit higher up, but no, unfortunately that wasn't the case and went straight down. Couldn't touch the sidewall to refresh. Right, Spirit Tree again, it seems, for match 3.
Yep, Pesant going for this again. He is a real believer in this stage, and look, understandable, Sylvanos gets lots of value off of the long flat ground here.
And we're just seeing that. Yeah, mounting up that percentage. Obviously, being 2 games down, Pesant is now going to have to go all in, or it's going to be down to losers. So Pesant is putting the pedal on the gas.
Coming out of that lag there, is going to be caught by a tongue, but it's still in a good position. Borb not going to quite find that down strong, and with that much up air, Pesant finally gets a stock lead.
And evened out rather quickly with that cheeky oh my goodness, the triple bear! See what I mean? This is something that I didn't know was possible, because I haven't played a bear-loving Sylvanos in the recent times. I didn't realize that 3 were possible in a row.
No, that's my first time seeing that, I think.
I'll have to watch out for that. But yeah, certainly, it's as you were saying, like earlier, you were saying the Borb also likes to hesitate on recoveries, and that's something that Pesant is also demonstrating can work very well for them. Oh goodness, that hesitation was red though, unfortunately.
And now,
oh,
all right,
my goodness,
last stock, but still set point for Borb.
Indeed.
And I think what we're going to see here is the players slowing it down again a little bit. No one's gone crazy off stage.
It's all about covering those recovery options on stage, it seems, for Pesant, which is a safe bet. And oh, I thought that was it.
That rock pillar really narrowly missing on the second one, but this time Bob's going to make it back to stage and start punishing that. And in fact, ooh, both of them just fishing for something.
Oh,
and there it is.
That hesitation parry was all Pesant needed.
And finally, we're gonna see Pesant on the board in this set. And now it's up to Borb to respond to try and clinch this lead. We are going to be going to what looks like the Air Armada reskin.
Air Armada reskin, indeed.
Diamond Grove.
Good memory on remembering that. I was just racking my brain like, oh yes, what was that one? Indeed. So are we in the midst of seeing a reverse sweep now that Pesant has gotten comfortable? Or are we going to see Borb change it up and keep Pesant on his toes?
I gotta say, I'm liking this stage pick. Sylvanos struggles so much more with his recovery when he doesn't have this area under the stage, but Borb again with no wall jump is caught out.
Taking a moment just to do a little cheeky taunt. They know what happened.
Yeah.
It's the I see you see me.
Double-edged sword of this stage is that Pesant's gonna struggle with using the wall for recovery, but so is the Rano.
You can't get to it, and everybody struggles. Oh, coming out of the ups.
Who is the best character in the game?
I'll let you plug that all that you want.
Really nice back air is going to even the stocks back up, but it is a 100% deficit right now, so it's up to Borb to build some percent back. And Pesant going straight off stage to look for the punish.
Oh my goodness. It was the threading of the needle by Borb to cut a return there, just on that last bit of the platform up there.
Absolutely. Just find his way between, but that
there it comes.
is going to catch him.
Indeed, it was coming. We all knew that it was just we were just waiting for the right moment, and yeah, Pesant's getting a comfortable lead.
This is another thing which I feel a lot of Sylvanas aren't doing. Actually, a lot of is using that smash attack.
Exactly. It reaches pretty much almost most platforms that you actually find in. Mm-hmm.
It's certainly a committal edge guard option, but when it hits, it hits.
Oh, well, I mean, it's committal if you know that the character can. Oh my goodness, there it comes again. If the character can actually weave their way around it, then it is committal. But if they are forced to come at you below the tip of that, it's really a safe bet, I would say.
And we are going to game 5 here, as we are seeing this adaptation from Pesant. He's starting to read the up B recoveries from Ranu that are locking him into this very specific angle.
And over to
Pridemore Keep.
Pridemore Keep, the reskin of Triple Pond. I'm not sure who would actually consider this. I think it would probably be favored for a Rano here, falling off the platforms and doing cheeky fairs just to push away the Sylvanas. But I'm assuming that Sylvanas could have a similar answer if they wanted.
I think it's good for both of them. Obviously, Rano does love those platforms, but I've got to be honest, those Silvarials can be surprisingly deadly with this low top blast.
Oh, definitely. I'm sorry. I'm just enjoying your terminology of a Silvarial. I had not heard that one before. I'm going to keep that in memory. Oh, I can't believe that down strong did not hit the first time round. But second time is the charm, as they say, somewhere.
Pesant once again taking this first stock lead, as he has been doing since game 3, and
however, there isn't 100% difference right now. It's actually right now evened up, and we'll see what happens from here. It seemed like Borb wanted to try and get a spike right out of the bubble, but didn't quite get it. And I can assume that would make it quite difficult for Sylvanas, but we're still at low percent.
What we're seeing here is Borb is no longer, as you can see, jumping off this stage. He is sitting on it and focusing on his edge guarding.
Yeah, edge guarding and parries too. Oh, great tongue, got lots of time on it to pile on all of the percentage that he's going to need to cement his lead.
He's using it to great
This
effect.
edge guard is
Pesant
endless.
trying to fight
Oh my
way back
goodness.
stage. A beautiful down strong is going to swipe Borb straight to the left.
Great use of back air to cover all sides. And I think we're in for a last stock apiece, although there is 18 or 90% almost on for Pesant, so we'll see what happens.
He's jumping off stage and just relying on this really tricky back air, which you pointed out before. He's so close to going off for it, though.
Indeed. I think that we were just hugging the last few pixels between Pesant and the blast zone in that last one. Most
Jack's gonna keep him safe as Borb is trying to find something to get a kill here. He's gonna go off stage for the kick, and it's not gonna find its mark. And a killer with the reverse sweep from Pesant.
All I could think of was a pillar here, and it could be decided, and Pesant did not hesitate one moment.
Absolutely
that was an
not.
excellent last stock, wasn't it?
Oh god, my heart was just in my throat. What a back and forth game.
Pesant just held his cool and waited, danced around, used his back air advantage, and built up the percent enough to just throw out that last one. It surprised me. I thought Borb had actually DI'd it quite well and did not expect him to meet the end of the blast zone right there. What an exciting game. Wonderfully played.
Might have been just a little drift too far.
Indeed. But unlucky there.
Well done to Borb. We will see you again.
We will see you in losers, I am assuming.